Hokey religions and ancient weapons are no substitute for a good blaster at your side. The same can be said for marketing. Sort of. Hey guys, it's Udo-Ema, and you're watching Full Field, where we focus on the latest media trends and frame the conversation just for you. Back in January, AMC Movie Theaters announced its latest effort to get people back in seats with the AMC All Access MoviePass. AMC's partnered with MoviePass Incorporated to launch a pilot program to test a $40 to $45 a month subscription model that lets you see any movie every day. I think it's an interesting concept, but in truth, I think it's ultimately going to be unsuccessful, at least in the sense of motivating people to go back to the theater. The common belief seems to be that participation is based on price. But I don't think the ticket price is really what's keeping people out of theaters. It's the lack of an experience. I'll tell you right now, even if they being the studios, released the new Star Wars movie online today, people would still be lining up around the corner to watch the movie in theaters for the theatrical release later this year. There's something about the experience of going to the movies and seeing it on the big screen. And here's the important part. Seeing it on the big screen with hundreds of fans. That's the part that the theaters seem to be missing. If you're desperate to get people to go to the theater, it has to be about something more than just what's on the screen. Think about the Rocky Horror Picture Show. People still, after seeing it dozens, maybe hundreds of times, will go to these small theaters and watch it. It's because of the experience. It's not the movie itself, and the ticket price is barely a factor. That's the thing the theaters need to be thinking about, the experience. Have you been to a private screening of a new release? I went to a private screening when the first Hulk movie came out. And before the movie, there were people warming up the audience and giving away t-shirts and posters. It was an event. Now, as it turns out, the movie was terrible, but the event was great. When indie filmmakers do screenings, they have the cast and crew there to interact with the audience, to do Q&As. They make the screening an experience. Here's my suggestion to you, AMC. Instead of throwing out cheap gimmicks like 3D and movie passes, try making the theater a destination experience. Let's look at it another way. Think of a nightclub. The nightclub equivalent of movie theater marketing is to say, hey, here's a list of songs that we're going to be playing tonight, and overpriced drinks are available at the bar. And that's it. Could you imagine if a nightclub tried to do it that way? It's ludicrous. Instead, they promote the energy and the atmosphere, and yes, a movie theater can have atmosphere. Think about those movie trailers when you see a horror movie and the crowds jump up, or comedies when the audience erupts into laughter. Theater chains need to be promoting that experience. So what do you think? Are you an avid theater goer? Is this MoviePass deal going to influence how often you go to the movies? I'd love to hear your thoughts on this subject, so please leave a comment below. As always, if this is your first time, don't forget to subscribe. I'm Udo-Ema. You've been watching Full Field, where we focus on the latest media news and frame the conversation just for you. We'll see you next week.